its OpenAI reliance, and firing up the next phase of the AI model wars. And back home in India, as Microsoft arms in a $1 trillion AI alliance, one Indian giant is charting a very different path, competing head to head, backed by India's Buy Swadeshi push and its own in-house AI stack. Zoho now claims the breadth and depth to rival Microsoft's productivity empire. India's homegrown payments network just went international again. Qatar is now the 8th country where you can scan a QR code and pay with UPI. And finally, India just did something only a handful of countries have ever pulled off. Launched its nuclear-capable Agni Prime missile straight from a moving railway system. Our first story tonight on Front Page. Microsoft just pulled off a move no one saw coming. Anthropic's Claude models are now officially inside Microsoft 365 Copilot. Yes, the same Copilot that powers Word, Excel, Outlook, and Teams. Until now, fueled almost entirely by OpenAI's GPT models, just opened its doors to OpenAI's fiercest rival. This isn't just another feature unveil. This is Microsoft quietly rewriting the rules of its $1 trillion AI strategy. From this week, every Microsoft 365 enterprise customer can flip a switch and choose between OpenAI GPT models or Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 4 and Claude Opus 4.1. These models are live inside two key Microsoft tools: Researcher, Agent. Copilot's deep reasoning engine that sifts through your emails, chats, meetings, and files while also crawling the web to build investor reports, market analysis, or product roadmaps. So now you can decide whether it thinks with OpenAI or Anthropic. Copilot Studio, Microsoft's agent building playground. Teams can now build, orchestrate, and manage multi-management agent workflows, mixing and matching models. Want GPT for creative copywriting, but Claude for compliance checks or complex reasoning? Well, done. Charles Lamana, who runs Microsoft's Copilot operations, summed it up. This is what he said. This is just the beginning. We are committed to delivering model innovation at speed to empower every person with Microsoft 365 Copilot and transform every business process with agents. And stay tuned, because Anthropic models will bring even more powerful experiences to Microsoft 365 Copilot, end quote. Microsoft isn't just adding more models for fun. This is about hedging its bets. It has billions invested in OpenAI, but the company is now deliberately reducing its single vendor dependence. Azure already hosts models from Meta, xAI, and China's DeepSeek. Now it's adding Anthropic. Even though Anthropic runs on Amazon Web Services, Microsoft's biggest cloud rival. Definitely think about that. Microsoft is happy to let AWS earn the infrastructure dollars if it means Copilot becomes the one place every model competes. That's classic co-opetition, partnering with a rival to dominate the layer that really matters: enterprise AI workflows. Anthropic's flagship model, Claude Opus 4.1, is built for multi-step reasoning, deep research, and advanced coding. Its sibling, Claude Sonnet 4, shines at large-scale data processing and fast content generation. Inside Researcher, Claude can now do this: digest months of emails and meeting transcripts, pull data from trusted third-party sources, and produce a high-fidelity report or go-to-market plan, all without leaving Word or Outlook. Early internal tests show Claude often outperforms OpenAI on Excel reasoning and PowerPoint slide generation. That's why GitHub quietly started routing some Copilot requests to Claude last week. Satya Nadella himself tweeted, Our multi-model approach goes beyond choice. It's about bringing the best AI from across the industry to Copilot, tuned for work and tailored to every business. End quote. Choice, competition. Well, that's the point. Industry expert Pedro Domingos joked Microsoft's grand AI strategy is to have Copilot insistently pop up everywhere until you've irritated enough to use it. End quote. And some users are saying this: it's so over for Sam Altman. End quote. VCs call it a good message of optionality and choice. End quote again. This isn't Microsoft walking away from OpenAI. No, it's actually Microsoft making Copilot the operating system for enterprise AI. Azure becomes the marketplace of models. OpenAI, Anthropic, XAI, Meta, anyone with cutting edge technology. Microsoft 365 becomes the default interface where every knowledge worker lives. And Microsoft sits at the center of it all, controlling the distribution channel no matter who wins the model wars. Even if Claude is hosted on AWS today, few doubt it will eventually appear in Azure's model catalog. Microsoft wins, well, either way. By bringing Anthropic's Claude into the heart of Copilot, Microsoft just signaled a future where no single AI model rules them all. Multi-model choice is the new enterprise standard, and Microsoft is the platform where every model must compete. This isn't just an upgrade for Word or Excel, it's the next phase of Microsoft AI's power play, turning Copilot into the control panel for the global AI economy. Remember our earlier front page episode on big tech bowing to Trump? Well, that night in the White House, we said that the AI race is no longer a fight, it's a supply chain. Apple runs on Google, OpenAI trains on Google, Amazon sells OpenAI, and now Microsoft is wiring Anthropic into Copilot while still bankrolling OpenAI. This isn't rivalry, it's survival, very clearly. Electricity is the new GPU. Washington is the new cloud provider, and Microsoft's cloud powered Copilot proves the AI wars are really an alliance of giants feeding each other while competing at the same time. Please do let us know what you think in the comments below. While the giants are busy feeding off each other in a trillion-dollar AI supply chain, one Indian company is quietly saying, we can match Microsoft, not just partner with it. When Sridhar Vembu tweeted a bold claim this week, this is what he said: we are the only company in the world that can take on Microsoft in the breadth and depth of the product suite. End quote. It wasn't bravado. It was 20 years of patient, quiet building coming to the surface. A single product in 2002. Today, 50 plus applications across CRM, billing, HR, finance, collaboration, cloud platforms, and AI. Zoho and its enterprise arm, Manage Engine, have methodically built an end-to-end software stack. Bootstrapped from a rural campus in Tenkasi, Tamil Nadu, matching Microsoft's range while staying fiercely independent. Vembu says Zoho is now, sorry, I rhymed Vembu and Zehu. I'll do that again. Vembu says Zoho is now doubling down on R&D in cloud infrastructure platforms, AI, and applications so that innovation will only accelerate. Just as Vembu went public with his Microsoft challenge, Union IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav announced, and this is what he said: I'm moving to Zoho, our own Swadeshi platform for documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. I urge all to join PM Shri Narendra Modi ji's call for Swadeshi by adopting indigenous products and services. End quote. Vembu then replied with this: thank you, sir. This is a huge morale boost for our engineers who have worked hard for over 2 decades to build our product suite. We will make you proud and make our nation proud. Jai Hind, end quote. It's the clearest sign yet that India's own government is ready to bet on homegrown enterprise software. It's not just spreadsheets and cloud apps. Zoho's consumer play is also winning high profile support. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan publicly urged Indians to switch to Arattai, Zoho's made in India messaging application, calling it free, easy to use, secure, and safe. Pradhan linked his appeal to PM Modi's call for Swadeshi adoption. Arattai, which literally means casual chat in Tamil, offers end to end encrypted calls and features designed for both families and businesses. It's a quiet signal that Zoho isn't just challenging Microsoft in the enterprise, it's also building an entire Indian alternative to big tech, from office tools to, well, messaging now. Also coming for Meta's WhatsApp. India has already watched two big made in India bets fade away, unfortunately. Hike, if we all can recall, shut down in 2021, and Coup, which folded in July 2024 after funding and partnership talks collapsed, unfortunately. Maybe this time we redeem those misses by backing Zoho's Arattai, a Swadeshi platform built not just for buzz, but for lasting impact. The endorsement aligns with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Navratri letter and recent speeches pushing for Atmanirbhar Bharat, self-reliance from chips to ships, end quote. New GST cuts and income tax reforms, he said, will free capital and strengthen domestic manufacturing. Modi urged Indians to buy Swadeshi, sell Swadeshi, and every product made with the sweat of your own youth. This moment isn't just about office suites. On AIM Network's Point Break, done by Vandana Nair, Zoho's chief Mani Vembu recently revealed how they are building the full AI stack in-house, from proprietary Zia large language models 1.3B to 7B parameters with plans for 100B, to speech recognition in English and Hindi, and a no-code agent studio that lets enterprises deploy AI securely without handing data to outsiders. Their philosophy? Well, this is what it is. Own the stack, serve the user, never sell data. It's a long-term, privacy-first play while rivals race to bolt on third-party AI. Resilience. Over-reliance on foreign clouds has already caused sanctions-related outages. An Indian alternative is not just patriotic, it's strategic. As far as scale, with $1 billion plus in annual revenue and 100 million plus users worldwide, Zoho shows that Indian product companies can match global giants without VC capital. Talent model. By nurturing research and development in rural towns and training engineers through Zoho schools, the company proves world-class innovation can thrive far from big city hubs. For 2 decades, Zoho built quietly while India's startup scene chased fast VC rounds. Now, with government leaders switching to Zoho and a nationwide Swadeshi sentiment, the company stands as India's clearest answer to Microsoft and Google. Finally, this isn't just a software rivalry. It's actually the blueprint for an Indian-owned AI-ready tech stack, the kind that can power both government and global enterprises. NPCI, International Payments Limited NIPL, has partnered with Qatar National Bank QNB and Japan's NetStars to enable QR code based UPI acceptance at all QNB acquired merchant points of sale terminals. First merchant live, Qatar Duty Free, the iconic shopping zone at Hamad International Airport. The next phase, thousands of retail outlets, restaurants, and tourist destinations across Qatar will gradually light up with the familiar UPI QR. The flow, this is how it will go. Indian travelers pay in rupees through their UPI apps. Qatari merchants receive instant settlement in riyals. No forex counters, no card swipes. Indians are number two in terms of visitors to Qatar, from World Cup tourists to business travelers. They can now skip long foreign exchange queues and pay directly from their Indian bank accounts. A boost for Qatar's retail and tourism. Clearly, a frictionless payment option for one of their largest tourist segments means higher transaction volumes and bigger retail receipts. India's fintech diplomacy. This is how that'll unfold. With Bhutan, Nepal, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Singapore, France, and the UAE already on board, Qatar becomes the eighth country to accept UPI, underscoring India's rise as an exporter of financial infrastructure. Ritesh Shukla, MD and CEO of NIPL, had to say this. This partnership will help millions of Indian travelers make seamless, secure digital transactions and reduce their dependence on cash. Our goal is a truly interoperable global payment network. End quote. Yusuf Mahmood Al Nayama, Group Chief Business Officer QNB, had to say this. This milestone not only enhances convenience for Indian travelers but also promotes cashless transactions, boosts Qatar's retail and tourism sectors, and strengthens interoperability in the payments ecosystem. End quote. The scale at home. UPI processed 20 plus billion transactions worth 25 lakh crore rupees in August 2025 alone, making it the backbone of India's digital economy. The global ambition. What started as a domestic payments protocol is now a cross border currency of trust, proving that India can export not just software talent, but financial rails. The strategic timing of it all. Qatar's acceptance comes as Gulf nations court Indian tourists and investors. UPI gives them a frictionless bridge to the world's fastest growing outbound traveler market. This isn't just about scanning a QR code abroad. It's actually about India's digital stack becoming a global standard, where a payment technology built for chaiwalas and kirana stores is now powering transactions in one of the richest nations on earth. For every Indian landing in Doha, whether for work, family, or football, their UPI app is now a global wallet. And for India, it's a quiet but decisive step in turning its fintech innovation into an instrument of global influence. And finally, on front page, let's picture this. A quiet stretch of Indian railway at dawn. A regular goods train glides across the countryside. But hidden inside one of those carriages is a piece of engineering that changes India's place in the world forever. Today, India became one of the very few nations on earth to launch a nuclear capable ballistic missile straight from its railway network. This isn't just a weapons test, it's a statement. India's security can move anywhere its railways can go. The missile, Agni Prime or Agni-P, range up to 2,000 kilometers, enough to cover every critical target in Pakistan and a significant slice of China. The fuel, solid propellant, which means no last minute fueling, no delays, just cold launch in minutes. And here's the breakthrough. It was fired from a rail-based mobile launcher for the first time. India's 70,000 kilometer railway grid is now more than just transport. It's actually a strategic launch platform. A missile hidden inside an ordinary freight wagon can do this: move across the country disguised as a regular train, vanish into tunnels or remote sidings, making it nearly impossible for enemy satellites to track, launch within minutes, shrinking the window for any preemptive strike. This is called canisterization. The missile stays sealed within its warhead, ready to fire. The result? Rapid reaction plus deep concealment equals unmatched survivability. India follows a no first use nuclear policy. Our deterrence relies on one thing: the guarantee of a second strike. Rail mobility means that guarantee just became bulletproof. Even if an adversary tried a surprise nuclear strike, they can't neutralize what they can't find. This is how you keep the promise. And here is what that promise says: we will never start a nuclear war, but if you hit us, we will hit back fast and for sure. End quote. This puts India in a tiny global club. Soviet Union, Russia, RT-23 Molodets, trains in the 1980s. The United States, peacekeeper rail garrison concept in the Cold War. China tested a rail mobile DF-41 in 2016. North Korea, rail-borne missile in 2021. Now, India joins the list and does it with 21st century tech and a live operational railway network. Agni Prime complements the Agni 5, India's 5,000 plus kilometer range missile with MIRV capability, multiple warheads aimed at different targets. Together, they create a layered deterrence strategy. Agni 5 for long range, multi-target reach. Agni Prime for quick, mobile, regional coverage. It's like a classic 1-2 punch. Global range and rapid response. The timing isn't random. China has been sending spy ships into the Indian Ocean. Pakistan continues to expand its arsenal, and the US-China rivalry is reshaping global alliances. This rail-based test tells every capital from Beijing to Washington that India's second strike capability is not theoretical anymore. It's real, it's mobile, and it's ready. From Pokhran, 1974, when India first proved its nuclear capability, to Mission Divyastra, 2024, when Agni 5 showed MIRV power, to today, Rail Mobile Agni Prime. This is the logical next step in a 50-year journey of strategic autonomy. It is the embodiment of a principle carved into Indian policy since independence. And this is what that clarion call is. We will defend ourselves on our own terms, end quote. This is more than a missile on a train. It's the reassurance that India's promise of peace is backed by unshakable strength. A moving train carrying the power to prevent war. That is the paradox of nuclear deterrence. India has just proved that its nuclear shield can travel anywhere the rails can run. For our friends and our rivals, the message is the same. And here is what it is: unpredictable, unstoppable, undeniable. Jai Hind. And with that, we come to the end of Front Page by AIM Network, India's definitive media organization and voice on everything AI and technology. Front Page is powered by MachineCon 2025, an invite-only residential summit for GCC heads, exclusively brought to you by AIM Network. Don't go anywhere, because we will be back after these very short messages with Debunked. And yes, we are made in India. Till we meet again on Front Page, think AI, think AIM.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial intelligence.
AI.
Coexisting.
AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial intelligence. AI. Coexisting.
AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial
intelligence.
AI. Coexisting.
AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial intelligence. AI. Coexisting.
AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial
intelligence,
AI coexisting.
AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Well, we are back on front page. Debunked will be starting up shortly because this just in. Yesterday on front page, we told you how Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah wrote to Wipro founder Chairman Azim Premji asking the IT giant to open a road through its Sarjapur campus to ease the traffic nightmare on Bengaluru's Outer Ring Road ORR. Today, Premji has replied, and it's a masterclass in saying no while still leaning in. Siddaramaiah's pitch was simple. Preliminary assessments by traffic and urban mobility experts suggest that if Wipro allows limited vehicular movement through its Sarjapur campus, congestion on the Outer Ring Road could drop by nearly 30% during peak hours. End quote. That's the 19-kilometer IT corridor between KR Puram and Silk Board, home to 500 plus IT companies, nearly 9.5 lakh high-paying jobs, and $18 billion worth in annual IT exports. Every kilometer here literally earns India $1 billion of foreign exchange. This is not just a traffic jam, this is a GDP choke point. Premji's response, a polite but firm no. The complexity of Bengaluru's traffic problems stemming from multiple factors suggests there is unlikely to be a single point solution or a silver bullet, end quote. He pointed out that Wipro's Sarjapur campus is a special economic zone, SCZ, bound by stringent non-negotiable access control norms for global clients. Opening the campus to public traffic would create legal, governance, and statutory challenges and simply isn't sustainable. But Premji didn't stop at the word no. Wipro has offered to co-fund a comprehensive scientific study led by experts in urban transport management to design a short, medium, and long-term roadmap for Bengaluru's mobility. Here's what he said. We believe the most effective path forward is to commission a comprehensive scientific study. Wipro will be pleased to engage in this process and support in conducting this expert study. End quote. This is a call for a data-driven city-wide plan, not a patchwork shortcut. Bengaluru's Outer Ring Road is the beating heart of India's $250 billion IT industry. Yet, it is crippled by potholes and flooding every monsoon, metro delays, exploding vehicle density, and a classic case of infrastructure lagging economic growth. Only days ago, the CM set a September end deadline to fill all potholes as public anger hit boiling point. Premji's stand reframes the debate. Quick fixes versus long-term science. A 30% traffic reduction sounds tempting, but it risks becoming another band-aid. A rigorous expert-led roadmap, on the other hand, if executed, could finally give Bengaluru a blueprint to match its economic importance. For India's tech capital, where every kilometer of ORR is worth $1 billion in exports, mobility isn't just a civic issue, it's a national economic imperative. Will the government match Wipro's offer and fast-track a world-class mobility study before the next monsoon turns this billion-dollar corridor into a parking lot? Or will it be something that we all as citizens have to carry on struggling with? Tell us, what do you think? Is this the wake-up call Bengaluru needs? Well, if that be the case, your comments will be read with a lot of concentration. We would like for everyone's inputs. We would like to put the voice out there for people to hear it and make sure that this jam does not cause a lot more pain than it already is. Well, we're going to be going into a short break right now, but we'll be back with Debunked. And like I had said and mentioned, I'll do it again. Debunked is made in India, and that's a clue there.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength.
Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial
Artificial intelligence.
AI. Coexisting.
AI.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Debunked. And if you're watching this at home, that means you never took ORR. Well, the question is, what if India's Swadeshi tech dream tried to unseat the world's most powerful messenger? Well, tonight with Abhishek, we are debunking Arattai versus WhatsApp. The battle begins. I always love these battles, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Well, the patriotic pitch, the privacy math, and the brutal reality of network effects. This is debunked by
AIM network.
very good. All right. So the Swadeshi spark in just 48 hours. Two union ministers lit a fire under India's build local, use local. You know, it's been a proud moment, Abhishek. We were discussing this earlier.
Yeah.
The Swadeshi movement, made in India, is genuinely a wave which we all need to ride and be proud of.
Exactly.
IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnav, if you remember, you and I spoke about this. He said this, he's moving to Zoho.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big move. That's a good move.
Exactly.
Our own Swadeshi platform for documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Zoho's founder, Sridhar Vembu, instantly replied. He was acknowledging it. He said, "Thank you, sir." And he also said that we need to join PM Narendra Modi's call on Make in India. Right?
Yeah.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
It's a proud moment. Definitely is a proud moment. So, as we're talking about this today, entire method with this, how do you feel?
Yeah. So I will start with this. Like these days, whenever I'm going to social media, say LinkedIn or somewhere, I am seeing this pitch from many people that they are mocking like what we are making in India. So in US, see what's happening, in Japan, see what's happening, but we were not able to make a reliable product for the globe till now, right?
Sure.
Now this keeps me thinking like, okay, so I will give you some facts. Like in say two-wheeler manufacturing, we are the largest
In the world.
in the world.
Yeah.
In mobile manufacturing, we are just second after China.
Yeah.
In steel manufacturing,
We are, by the way,
second.
one for Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, like in chip manufacturing, also we have started very
Yes,
recently.
yes.
Right. So earlier there were criticisms like, even though you are number one in two-wheeler manufacturing, where will you get chips from? But that problem also we have solved.
Right.
And we are called the pharmacy of the world.
Yes.
20% of the generic medicines we are providing.
True.
We are
all
number
know
one.
what we did during COVID,
Yeah,
as
we
far
are-
as the world was concerned.
We are number one in vaccine production, number one,
Yep.
right? So there are so many things. Then I used to wonder that why people are talking like this, that we have not built anything.
Yeah.
There is just one domain in which we have not done as
Anything,
expected,
right?
And that is the IT domain.
Sure.
Yeah.
And strange though, right?
Yeah.
Because we are actually going ahead and giving the world talent as
Yeah.
far as IT is concerned.
Yeah.
But little ironical. Anyway, you were saying.
Yeah. So if we look at it from the perspective of Indian origin people doing it, then all of the IT is done by Indian
Yeah,
origin people
yeah.
only. But sadly, we as Indians, we cannot claim it, right? That we Indians
But
are
that's
doing
all
that.
about to change, Abhishek.
Yeah, that is
And it's
it.
already changing.
Yeah. And so keeping that perspective in mind, so we have Arattai here,
Yep.
and we have WhatsApp.
Yep.
Yeah, WhatsApp everybody knows, everybody uses. In fact, 1/3 of the population in India uses
WhatsApp, yeah.
right? 550 million people are using WhatsApp. Even in the world, 3 billion people, more than 3 billion people are
Correct.
using. Like half of the world is using
Correct.
WhatsApp. Now, compared to that, where does Arattai stand, right? How it compete? What are the prospects? So
Arattai, of course, for all the viewers, this was, I found it to be a wonderful little poetic little nugget.
yeah,
Actually means a casual chat
casual chat in
in
Tamil.
Tamil.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd share it. I found it very nice.
Yeah, so that's a good name. But we will discuss on this, that if we have to go global, then should we name it like this?
So right now we are doing an Arattai.
Yeah,
I
we
think
are
I
doing
should
that.
check.
Yeah.
Why not?
So-
I think it's nice.
Okay.
You
Sure.
think WhatsApp is some like earth-shattering title or name?
No, not earth shattering, but at least pronunciation was a bit easier.
Arattai. It's so easy. It just rolls off the tongue like that. My producer would be so happy. Although he coached me for some 25 minutes. on it,
Maybe
but-
he will be sad that you're pronouncing it wrong.
No, it is right. It is absolutely right. Anyway, we don't want to get into that.
Okay, so let's see what are the features that it provides.
Sure.
Arattai, and by the way, it is by Zoho, that you covered in the news. The
Yes,
same,
we did.
Same Zoho.
We did this extensively.
Yeah. And it provides all the features that you might have seen on WhatsApp, like text-to-text communication, audio calls, video calls, then adding people to group chats and all. So all those common functionalities that you can think of, everything is applicable here. They
Right.
also provide the same,
Right.
Arattai, right? And do you know when WhatsApp came?
That's a good question. Man.
It came in 2009.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this came in 2020, 2021 around. So you see the gap, like
It's
11
almost
years.
12 years. Yeah.
Yeah. And in things like this, WhatsApp has already captured the market, right?
Right.
And then breaking that loop and getting into it is quite difficult.
It's an uphill climb, but of course it launched in 2020, like you had mentioned. Also a nice little figure for you in terms of a stat. It actually now accounts for 1 lakh plus
Yeah.
downloads on the Play Store.
Yeah, but it's still compared to 3 billion. What do you think?
Fair, but I mean it is. I know it's a David versus Goliath kind of a situation,
Yeah.
but the fact that we are going ahead and actually getting into the fight
Yeah.
is what is a moment to be proud of.
Okay, so let's get into the fight. Let's discuss some of the features
Sure.
that are contrasting on this versus that.
Yeah.
So first comes the encryption part,
Hmm.
right? So on WhatsApp, whenever you text something, you will get a tiny message that
Yes.
follows text-to-text encryption.
Is encrypted. Yes.
Yeah, but here that text-to-text encryption is missing. They do provide encryption for the media that you share, your voice calls, audio calls, and all. But for text-to-text part, that is still missing.
Why
So-
is that, Abhishek? Because that I believe is a very important feature to have.
Yeah.
Especially when you're floating out a platform like to challenge, let's say, a WhatsApp.
Maybe they have,
Privacy.
maybe they have acknowledged that, and very soon they will come up with that feature. Till now, they were ignoring this.
But according to me, and I'm sure a lot of the viewers watching would agree that privacy is actually math, not marketing. WhatsApp runs end-to-end encryption on every chat and call using the open source Signal protocol.
Yeah.
Signal itself is actually fully open source and independently audited. Arattai, voice and video, like you mentioned right now,
Yeah.
are end-to-end encrypted.
Yeah.
But why? What is your thought on this?
Yeah. So maybe they didn't think that it's so important
Yeah, but this
at
is
their time.
data.
But yeah, but now of course they must have taken a note of this, and
Or
I
did you
hope
feel that they needed to reach a certain number of subscribers or something on
they
those
might have thought
lines?
internally, they might have thought that till now 1 lakh is a very less number, if you ask me.
Okay.
So
We, of course, are just presuming right now. We don't know the real reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
So these many downloads you get even in your alpha beta releases, right? So this is a very less number. Maybe if and right now they are trying to ride the tide of Swadeshi movement. So maybe if they get more subscribers, more downloads, then they will
No,
look
but
into
let me
this
be
nitty-gritty.
honest. Let's be honest about this. You know, Janta sab janti hai, to be honest, Abhishek.
Yeah.
And the people are very intelligent, they're very sharp, they're very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So that is a concern, to be honest, because that's what a lot of them have been saying, that for the last 5 years,
Yeah.
it still is saying it's coming soon. There is no independent cryptographic methodology which has still been which has been audited or, for that matter, launched.
Yeah.
You think
So
that might hit them at some level?
yeah, so in this discussion, clearly WhatsApp is the winner, but I have one more point where
Please.
this is the winner.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so you have heard of metadata?
Yes.
What is metadata?
Meta is Meta's data.
So suppose whenever you are chatting with WhatsApp, so
Sure.
your text, whatever you are sending to someone, that is encrypted.
Yeah.
Like how are you, I love
Correct,
you, whatever
correct.
you are writing, that is encrypted. Nobody knows what you are writing.
How are you? I love you.
But the thing is that to whomsoever you are texting,
I love you too, Abhishek.
your
As
phone
a
number,
brother.
yeah, I get it. So your phone number, their phone number. So WhatsApp has this information. How frequently you are texting or calling, that information also WhatsApp has.
Sure.
What device you are using, what network you are using.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah, all these kind of information WhatsApp has.
Yeah.
Only what exactly you are texting, that information is encrypted.
They won't. Yeah.
Other every information they have. This is
Fair.
called metadata, and this is utilized in advertisement.
Okay.
This is also used for some legal compliances. When there is some dispute, they need to check for these data
Sure,
from
sure.
whom you talk
Sure.
and all. But the major chunk of it goes into advertising industry.
Pretty much.
Right.
What you're browsing, what you're doing, all of that.
Yeah.
Because everyone is listening.
Yeah. So
and that it helps them.
Yeah, in this case, Signal was even better than WhatsApp because it just used your phone number and not other information.
Okay.
That also for some compliance it had to do. But this one, it won't take any of your metadata. Till now, there is no record that they have put any data for advertisement purpose. Or you are getting trouble due to that. And WhatsApp has a huge network, right? So Meta, Facebook,
Sure.
and all. So they all run.
Nice. I was waiting. When will it fall? It has happened.
You want to pick it
Now
up?
my piece. No, carry on. It's fine.
Okay. So the thing is that they have a huge industry, huge agency where they utilize that WhatsApp data for their benefit. They are, of course, earning millions and trillions out of that. But this is not doing that. So
Okay.
maybe because it has less downloads, or maybe they have some ethical values around it. I don't know.
Sure.
But in this case, it is a.
So
clear
we've
winner.
debunked the first one.
Yeah.
Right? Point number one, we have debunked. We need to actually go into point number two. As far as the metadata game is concerned, you've just gone ahead and figured that out,
Yeah.
that aspect. As far as the third aspect is concerned, Abhishek,
Yeah.
if you were to do an apple to apple comparison as far as WhatsApp and is the network effect wall.
Yeah.
So
I'll
WhatsApp, 3 billion users worldwide, like
Yeah.
you had mentioned very rightly. Roughly 550 million in India alone.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you stats.
Yeah.
Signal, 40 million active users.
Yeah.
Okay. Telegram, over 900 million.
Yes.
Wow. Arattai, 1 lakh
1 lakh
plus downloads and no official monthly active user count.
Yeah.
Even Hike Messenger, once India is dialing with about 100 million users, I remember I used to be on Messenger.
Yeah.
Actually collapsed when WhatsApp copied its features.
Yeah. So even one more like Coup, which
Yeah,
tried to replace
Who
Twitter.
also complied. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, collapsed, unfortunately.
Yeah, it came in 2020, 2021. In 2022, I remember it had more than 40 million users, 10 million active users, but still it couldn't survive till 2024. In 2024, they said that due to funding issues, they have to close it, right? So the network issue is real because these kind of messaging kind of thing, like if I ask you that I want to text you, do you have Arattai? You will say no, I have WhatsApp.
Correct. That's a big one. That's
Yeah.
right.
So the thing is that once somebody has already captured a market and you are providing a very similar solution, then it is very hard to penetrate
Fair.
in things like that
But
because
how
it has
could they do it?
it has a network
What,
effect. Yeah.
what according to you could be a way that they could crack that?
So you will have to be a step ahead. Like WhatsApp came in 2009.
Sure.
You came in say
2020.
2020. Then you will have to come up with some features which WhatsApp
Does not
having.
have. So novelty
For-
factor.
Yeah, for example, WhatsApp has introduced payment feature very recently,
Sure.
right? But they haven't introduced payment feature till now.
Wow.
So even they are lagging behind WhatsApp in
In-
some
Right.
features aspects. So if you are challenging something, you will have to come up with
Something
extra
where you're
features
at least 2 or 3 steps ahead.
ahead, yeah, not behind.
So this
Yeah.
has not been well, probably in terms of strategy.
Yeah.
Do you feel that? I remember you telling me once, Abhishek, which I thought was a very valid point. That a lot of times we as people do not understand. You yourself being a coder and a brilliant one at that, a lot of us don't realize the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that go into developing stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of times those things also tend to contribute
Yeah.
to something like this. Or maybe in terms of the launch, might not having everything together. Maybe they're still doing stuff. I don't know. I'm just wondering with you.
Yeah, but see, WhatsApp technology, on whatever technology it was built, 2009, it was long back.
Yeah.
We are into a era of vibe coding, vibe working.
Sure.
If you ask me to build a platform like WhatsApp, I can make it in 2-3 hours
Sure.
with all the functionalities.
By the way, interestingly, only yesterday
Yeah.
we were talking with the founder Vishal
Yeah.
Virani of Rocket. It was so much fun,
Yeah.
and I could sense this the amount of pride that he had.
Yeah.
And he's done a brilliant job. So since you mentioned vibe coding, he's also talking about vibe solutioning,
Yeah.
which was quite interesting. And he did mention, he gave actually an example
Yeah.
of an app when
Yeah.
when I asked him. He gave an example of Rocket actually developing it in 25 minutes. So I'm just alluding to
So,
that.
yeah, those things are happening now.
Yeah.
So right now, whatever advantage that WhatsApp is having, that advantage is having just because it came early and too many people downloaded it and they started using it. That is the only advantage that they are having.
Sure.
It's not difficult to build such apps, right? So if there is some support like government supports, like in China, it is easier to come up with new app because
Sure.
they do not have democracy, right?
True.
But here things are a bit different.
Really? I didn't know that. But debunk this. So we've covered 3 things till now, ladies and gentlemen, on debunked. We go to number 4, the debunk number 4, which is name brand and recall. Arattai, I honestly like it.
Yeah.
But is actually proudly Tamil.
Yeah.
Right. So now, given India's diversity and scale,
Yeah.
whether a regional name can scale nationwide or globally. You, of course, asked that question right at the get-go.
Yeah.
That many love the cultural nod, but others actually have warned that recallability matters in a big way. What do you have to say to that?
Yeah. So Arattai is first of all a very lovely name.
I like it.
Yeah.
Casual chat.
Yeah, but different people have different opinions, right? Like if you hear some word like Ola, Uber, right? You can just utter it.
Is it also because we've just gotten so used to saying it over and over and over again now?
Yeah.
The human brain at the end of the day,
Yeah.
initially will probably find some resistance the moment you say something to it.
Yeah.
But then the moment you start maybe using it a lot more,
Yeah.
like with me, inoperability. See, I finally got it right. Today on front page, I was making a fool of myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that was my thought.
So ultimately, it boils down to the thing that success has many fathers, failure has none, right? So if Arattai today had say billions of subscribers, then people would have said that okay, such a lovely name it is, And since it has 1 lakh plus subscribers only, so we are discussing this, that whether this name is good or bad.
Very well put. Same,
Yeah.
Abhishek, yeah,
Yeah.
you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, numbers will go ahead and speak that. But brand recall, like we had mentioned, is important. So do you feel that a name change will be maybe in the pipelines, or they have bigger issues right now to deal with?
They can consider a name change, but there are bigger issues on which if they focus, then at the end, I think name won't matter much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the fifth aspect that you
Yeah.
and I had thought of, which is, of course, the future, the features and the future. WhatsApp offers this, as we have already discussed it, but just for the audience's sake, let me roll off the features again. End-to-end encrypted backups, communities, UPI payments, as Abhishek had mentioned, and of course, $1 billion engineering pipeline. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Arattai, on the other hand, offers a clean user interface and Zoho's privacy promise, but no payments.
Yeah.
So
And,
and of course there is still the features like you had mentioned, a lot of the other features which probably WhatsApp is already doing.
Yeah, there
it's
is
still
one.
not incorporated.
Yeah, one more feature I would like to just add.
Please
on.
go ahead.
Like when you are using WhatsApp and you are changing your mobile, just you will package everything,
Yes.
your messages and all, and it will get saved on your Google Drive to which it
Yes.
is linked.
Yes.
And then on your next phone, it will fetch all the information from there.
Correct.
That facility is also missing here.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is a trauma. Every time one changes one's phone,
Yeah.
Abhishek, I'm sure everyone out there always goes through this pain area.
Yeah.
But
so,
they've kind of made it seamless now.
yeah. So I think
Whether
before,
it be for Android or iOS.
yeah. So I think before name, they should focus on these aspects.
Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That truly is a big one.
Yeah.
So essentially, if we were to go ahead and understand it clearly and fully, your take as far as Arattai and WhatsApp is concerned, the final verdict, if you were to say it, this is how I've understood it. Zoho has actually already built India's most complete alternative to Microsoft's Office suite. We
Yeah.
all agree on that, and
Yeah.
we're proud of it.
Yeah.
The IT minister himself has embraced it and he's acknowledged it,
Yeah. So
Mr. Ashwini Vaishnav, and he's actually now daring to challenge WhatsApp's dominance. What is your take on this?
yeah, so I said that I would say that if they really want to challenge it, then whatever loopholes that we have discussed, they should first cater to that, and they should just sit down and try to think of something new and innovative that WhatsApp has not done so far.
So
Then only they will be able to break that chain and get into the market. Yeah.
okay, so as Mr. Azim Premji put it,
Yeah.
there is not one silver bullet situation
Yeah.
that can take place. So this means that Arattai really needs to get back to the drawing board,
Yeah.
sit down, understand where probably it's losing it, where the potholes are.
Yes.
But I would definitely say this, the Swadeshi pride alone, it cannot replace encryption and network scale.
Yeah.
But for now, if you care about reach, WhatsApp still rules. If you care about absolute privacy, Signal is still the benchmark.
Yep.
If you want to support Indian tech, download Arattai, but demand published encryption audits and full E2EE, because in messaging wars, privacy isn't patriotic, it's provable. So finally, Abhishek, our verdict is they need to figure it out,
Yeah.
understand it, come back, and maybe they come back with a big bang. You never know.
Yeah. Something big. I'm expecting.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping that they're hearing what you're saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, all the developers at Arattai.
I have full trust on Indian engineers.
Absolutely, you being one of them.
Yeah.
I have trust on you as well, brother.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Do you feel that the ORR problem will get sorted?
Yeah. Let's
Wow,
see.
the enthusiasm. Wonderful. Well, we are all hoping that Arattai comes back swinging and comes back big. We also hope that the ORR problem gets sorted. We also hope that what Mr. Azim Premji has mentioned to the Karnataka CM is actually put into force, because what he's saying is actually making a lot of sense. Not a band-aid, but a long-term solution. And we will be back with lots more, as always, on AIM Network. Till then, think AI.
Think AIM.
Well done.